Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, Idaho, Illinois, Michigan, Montana, Oregon, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to the Monday morning recap, everybody. Brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. If you listen to Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks every Wednesday, he won you a lot of money this weekend. Congratulations, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Nice job.
We're just getting started.
I hope so.
It's gonna be a big
first year you came out of the gates and won 7.
We're going to try to shoot for that.
It would be awesome. Yeah. It would be awesome. We made the bet live on air that your dream was to take your father to the Ryder Cup. Mm-hmm. Told you we would do it if you had 2 wins before September. You're halfway there. Halfway there.
We'll get it by the Masters.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you got for the Masters?
Right now? If you want value, actually, you want like a really big old lottery ticket for the Masters.
For sure.
90-1 right now, Sepp Straka.
Striking these beats, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. In the meantime, what I'd love to see over the weekend were 2 things. We'll start with USA versus Canada in hockey. I felt like the entire nation was watching this game, and it was awesome. And it reminded me of the Olympics, and there was 3 fights within the first 9 seconds of the match, and it was the same family lineage.
The Kachucks.
Yep.
Them Kachuk boys.
How proud are you as a father to play with your 2 sons? He starts off the first fight, and then your sons go in 2 and 3. Was that pre-planned?
Wait, what? No, those are 2 different situations.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, Kachuk did that in 2004. Keith Kachuk's been long retired.
Oh, gotcha. I saw 3.
Yeah, because Keith Kachuk did it back in the day.
I saw 3, though, on the ice, I thought.
There were 3 fights, yeah, but one of them wasn't a Kachuk.
Gotcha.
Keith Kachuk retired from the Blues, I think, in 2010.
Yeah.
Got it. Every jersey I saw in all these fights just said Kachuk on the back.
Well, 2 of them were his sons.
Yes.
Right.
And they both started fights. Now, look, this wasn't just about America beating Canada, right? The Canadian dudes wanted to fight, too. This was about putting on a good product for the fans. That's what it really was. There's tension between the 2 countries, and the guys aren't stupid. They know it's a TV, and this is, by the way, brilliant on their part.
Brilliant.
They know it's a TV show, so like, you know what? You've seen this in hockey before. Guys will skate up next to each other before the puck drops and be like, hey, you want to go? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And as soon as the puck drops, they just start fucking undressing.
But the beauty of what happened is, just even take my opening statement that I just made and fucked up. I'm a casual fan. I only watch NHL during the playoffs and the Stanley Cup. I was drawn into this on a fucking Saturday in February, which has never happened to me in my entire life.
I don't even fully understand what this is, but I watched it.
Same.
Yeah, rivalries matter. It doesn't matter if it's 2 countries or 2 cities or even down to the individual 2 players, right? Like watching fucking Roger Clemens go at Mike Piazza. I wasn't a fan of either one of those teams, but as soon as that happened, as soon as Clemens threw the bat back at Piazza, or fucking A-Rod and Jason Varitek, don't care about either one of those guys either. Right? But just 2 individuals can make the whole series worth watching.
I agree.
It's a TV show. And the more they treat it like a TV show, like pimping home runs and all that stuff, do what you want. I'm not a fucking boomer yelling from my porch.
I like it.
No, I think that's fucking stupid.
You need some form of entertainment.
Yeah, the form of entertainment you need is to put a fucking fastball in that dude's ear hole, right?
But I like that too.
Benches clearing brawl.
I like that too.
Right?
I like that too.
Well,
That's
Ross,
all I'm saying.
We got a triple header right now of TGL. Golf, I know your favorite.
Yeah, it's going on. I think Tiger's playing, right?
It's going on right now.
Yeah, Tiger's playing in it right now, but
they're not fighting though, so who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it would be a lot better if they did.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Can you imagine?
Baseball, let them fight and don't suspend them.
Yeah, don't suspend them.
By the way,
like
Delco,
kick him out of that one game. You got to, right?
Yeah.
You got to kick him out of that one game.
One game,
but
that's
no,
it.
like don't fucking suspend people for getting into fights. It's 2 alphas going at each other. And sometimes they're going to throw some punches.
Some of them are Sigmas, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Anybody that calls himself a Sigma male is actually a narcissist little bitch.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
But according, to clarify what this is there a new format for the All-Star game, which is brilliant?
I just watched it.
It is.
Okay.
But here's the thing. The NBA All-Star game is the same weekend. They're trying to figure out whatever the fuck this sport is going to eventually be in the future, and they got it horribly wrong. They did the same thing.
Right.
Hockey did it right.
But basketball, like, it wasn't broke. East versus West.
Yeah, right.
Like, it was great.
I don't understand.
It wasn't great at 160 to 158. That wasn't great.
It kind of jumped the shark.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
But when they're playing a little bit of defense.
Well, but it ended when, in my opinion, when Kobe left. That was it. He was playing defense, and then this new generation is like, no, I'm not going to do it.
I think they should have the All-Star game and fine players if the other team scores more than 100 points.
Be fucking awesome, and you got to make them play. LeBron sat out. Your biggest star.
Well, he's 41.
Yeah, I don't blame him for sitting out.
Don't find them, but embrace gambling for this one particular game. I feel like you guys put up, a couple $1 million for the East and the West, and it comes out of your
I would love that.
your own pockets.
Yeah, I would love it, and have MyBookie sponsor it.
Now in hockey, you can break it down by country because there's only like 8 countries represented in all of hockey. Right. Basketball would be a little bit more challenging. Like maybe you go, like some people posited U.S. versus the rest of the world. That would be interesting.
That'd be fun.
But I don't know that for the U.S. part, we would get into it. I don't know if the rest of the world would be into that.
I think we get rocked.
For basketball?
Yeah.
I would love it.
The All-Star game would be U.S. versus everybody else. And everybody else is Wemby and Luka and fucking
Shea.
Nikola Jokic.
And
SGA,
That
right?
exact pitch was made this morning, and I think it's very, very smart. Because then you're playing for something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, to be honest, we would. The rest of the world would be the Globetrotters, and we would be the fucking Washington Generals or whatever the fucking team.
I think they'd wreck us too.
The top tier, obviously America's basketball depth is way better, but the top tier players in the NBA from the.
Well, I mean, we would have LeBron, KD, Steph. I mean, we could win that game.
We're old.
But they're old.
That doesn't matter.
All those guys are old.
Like, tell LeBron he's old. He may have sat out this game, but tell him he's old. He's fucking having like the 4th best year of his career.
I agree. He is a freak of nature.
Goddamn ridiculous.
That was pretty shitty.
Of him sitting
Well,
out.
sitting
Took
out?
a spot and sat out.
Yeah,
Just
it could have gone to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that was what people bitched about. Now, the start of this even started off horrifically for these guys. You had the Celebrity All-Star Game on a Friday night. That always happens. That's always fun. Our good buddy Adam Ray was in it. Actually lit it up, dude.
He always does.
Lit it up.
He went from a fat kid in Seattle to playing at the fucking Celebrity All-Star basketball game, and he scores like 15 points every game.
It was great to see. I was texting with him the other day.
How many celebrities in the Celebrity All-Star game could you name?
Me? There was a lot.
Was there?
Yeah, like when I was watching Adam Ray, he took it to the hole and just fucking house JB Smoove, and it was hilarious. Like I enjoyed it.
I didn't know if it's like past us with the amount of like streamers. Or,
No, like Kevin Hart was still there, which people bitched about, and we'll get
Kevin
to that
Hart's
in a second.
staple to that game.
Well, the problem was they let him announce the All-Star game, and they said it was 7 minutes of NBA and then an hour of a Kevin Hart stand-up special, and people were very angry. But we'll start off with a skills challenge on Saturday nights. That was horrific, and everybody booed. Chris Paul and Wemby tried to cheat the system by just throwing the ball into the court as fast as they could instead of actually shooting the balls for time, and they got disqualified.
I used to do that at every basketball camp, the Pepsi challenge, where it's like a layup is 1 point, free throws 2, a 3 is 3.
Yeah.
I just did layup. I didn't miss.
That's what they did, and they threw him out. And this was the most Chris Paul thing that Chris Paul has ever concocted.
Yeah, he's something else, huh?
So that wasn't great for the product. 3-point shootout contest is always good every year because it doesn't matter who's in it. You're going to see some high numbers, and it was fun. Buddy Hield tied the record, had 31, which was incredible to watch and fun. Then you get to the slam dunk contest. Now, that coincided with USA versus Canada, so I screened it just in case. I tune in just in case you might see something awesome, and it was Mac McClung from the G League, again, doing the most impossible dunks that we've never, ever seen before in our entire life, and he almost died on the court attempting the first one,
Put this guy in the fucking NBA. I don't understand what's happening.
He's not good enough.
Yeah,
to
he's
He
play.
was
bad at
MVP of the G League.
No.
But MVP of the G League.
Everyone scores in the G League. You get like
Bronny's in the NBA. Mac
Yeah, but
McClung is
that's-
certainly worth a
if
seat.
if Mac McClung's dad can just magically become one of the 3 best players ever, then he can play.
Also,
but he won the MVP of the
McClung's-
G League.
every great college basketball player you ever heard of is currently in the G League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're giving him
If
40
Mac
every
McClung,
game.
they're not like keeping Mac McClung out. You know what I mean? There's no one like.
Yeah, the Magic aren't good enough to do that.
There's no one
If he
that's
was
like
good, they
not
would
that
put him on the
fucking guy.
team.
Like you're not good enough to play.
But you got to bring people to the games. I would now go for Mac McClung.
Yeah, but
or sell a Mac McClung jersey.
That's like
for jersey sales.
It's like saying Hot Sauce from the M1 mixtape tour needs to be in the NBA.
I would. Hey, by the way, they did it. Do you remember Skip to My Lou? He signed with the Rockets, got a $27 million deal, and then went to the Heat. Had a successful career, and it was fun. I don't mind shit like that. It is entertainment at the end of the day, and out of 15 spots, and let's face it, only 8 people are playing for a game.
I mean,
what the fuck does it hurt to have Mac McClung at the end of the bench and you're selling jerseys?
Because the Magic are actually competitive and they're like top half of the league in attendance.
He's unplayable. Like it would be entertaining to watch like SGA completely pants Mac McClung all game or something like that because he can't play defense. He can dunk, sweet, I guess, but no one's defending him on those dunks.
But put him in garbage time. That's the only time he's going in anyways.
Yeah, he's played one game in the NBA this season, 5 minutes in the third game of the season against Memphis, and it was garbage time, and they put him down in the G League after
he should
that.
be allowed to go back to college, go back to Texas Tech.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like Gable Stevenson went back to Minnesota to wrestle.
But what do you give him for saving the slam dunk contest for the 3rd year in a row he's won?
Don't you get a prize?
You do. You get 50 grand.
Okay.
But
well,
like
you give him 50 grand, I guess.
I don't know. With the amount of views though this has gotten for the NBA and it actually made you care about the NBA for 10 seconds this year. Like, goddamn.
That didn't make me care about the NBA
didn't
for
watch
any
it.
amount of time.
I watched it, so therefore I cared, and whatever the advertising dollars were, I watched it.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't-
watched it. It made
Did
me
he-
consider buying a fucking Kia
He
because
jumped
I was
over-
surprised the Kia was nice.
Blake Griffin did that like 10 years ago.
But over the hood, this guy went over the top with a guy hanging out the sunroof and then did it backwards and almost died. Like, it was awesome.
I get that. It's still not going to make a regular season Magic Heat game any more exciting.
It's not.
So, you know.
But you
I'm
gotta
glad he's-
figure it out. And what do you do there? Because Draymond Green on Friday night pre-All-Star game, same interview as LeBron had. Hey man, what do you think of today's current state of the NBA? I think it is boring. He goes, I think Kobe Bryant predicted it right before his death 4 years ago, and he said it was accidental basketball, where everybody's shooting threes. You drive, you pitch for 3. Hopefully the ball goes in. If not, oh well, we'll shoot another 3 at the end of the floor and see what happens.
Yeah, it kind of goes through these phases though, right? Like right after Jordan, there was a bit of a lull before like Kobe actually really took over.
Jordan was 98, and then I think their first title was in 2000.
Yeah, Kobe won right after.
But right, like
Yeah.
but he didn't have the hype immediately. Like you had Garnett, you had Iverson. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of guys that like turned people off of basketball.
And the Spurs were
Duncan,
dominant
yeah.
but boring.
Boring, yeah.
Right.
Which is a problem.
Yes.
Right?
The Pistons.
And then it was a problem kind of again before LeBron started to like really take off and make runs in the playoffs when you had those Pistons teams and the Spurs still being boring before LeBron finally started getting in and then LeBron was LeBron and then Golden State,
Yeah,
Miami.
when Rick Hamilton, that's his real name, right? Richard, not Rip.
Rip, dude.
Rip.
Yeah.
His name is Richard Hamilton.
He broke his nose.
When
and
that's
then-
when
Dick
that's the
Hamilton?
best when that's like literally the best player on your team, you know you've got the 2005 White Sox, right? Which is
Chauncey
fine.
Billups,
you can
probably.
no, not at all.
I think
Rip
either
Hamilton
way-
will score
Either
21
way,
points a game.
Chauncey Billups is just as boring.
Yeah. Like
Rasheed
you know
Wallace.
Rashid Wallace.
Yeah.
You know what you have is a really good composite team that's going to be competitive. Doesn't look great as a product, right? Same thing with the 2005 White Sox. They were not very sexy.
No.
They had Canerco, I guess, but
boring.
it wasn't
Yeah.
very good.
Ben Wallace was a marvel. He was a center and he was like 6'5".
yeah.
Anyone?
He-
what,
League
the-
defensive player.
They had
I
him
know.
listed at 6'8"
all
or
fro.
6'9" or something, and
All
he's
fro.
like, that dude's 6'5", dude.
All
Yeah.
fro.
But he played. I mean, he was Draymond of the time, right?
Yeah.
Just with less ball skills, obviously. But that's,
Yeah.
He just played so oversized.
Yeah, it was before
that
they
that was a
let-
good team, by the way. They could have won more than what they won.
Well, they lost the second one to the
Yeah,
Spurs.
yeah.
And that was one of the biggest upsets in NBA Finals history was the Pistons over the Lakers. Tragic that Kobe predicted one crash but not the other.
I know.
The NBA he could predict the NBA going down, but
Man.
Mamba mentality.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, snakes shouldn't be flying helicopters.
Yeah, right. But yeah, the rest of the All-Star weekends for the NBA was this 4-game thing, and it sucked. Nobody cared. And it was
The players
first one
agreed,
to
by the
40.
way.
Oh, they did.
The players agreed. Like nobody said anything positive about that format.
I saw
God,
a
it was
clip
boring.
of Jokic making fun of Wemby for reading before a game.
Yeah.
That was great.
He walked in with a book, and Jokic was like, "Why do you have a book?" And Wemby's like, "I read before games." And Jokic lost it. He just started laughing uncontrollably.
right in his face.
It's really
dumb.
What, you
French
don't
face.
milk your horses before? Calm down, dude.
Yeah.
Not everybody takes shots of fucking bottom shelf fucking gin before the game, bud.
Mark my fucking words this summer. I know I said this last year. I think the WNBA's ratings will get very close to the NBA's
I
this
don't
summer.
think so.
I really do.
The WNBA once again had terrible ratings in almost every game except for the ones that Caitlin Clark played in.
But that's what they're going to do. They're going to.
She can only play 39 games,
Right,
dude.
but that's the only games they're televising.
Yeah.
So again, their ratings are going to be through the roof.
They've been
There was a
forcing
chick-
it down our throats for years.
There was a
It's
chick
just
in
not
college who
gonna
just
work.
dropped 55 over the
I
weekend.
don't care.
And
the WNBA will never make any money.
I think it
Ever.
will match.
Not ever.
Well, they're profitable now. So it
No,
doesn't
they're
matter.
not.
Yes, they are.
They are not. They lost money last year.
No.
Yeah.
They just signed a massive TV deal.
They for this upcoming season.
Correct.
They still lost money last year.
Right, but this year,
We'll see.
after the ratings,
We'll see.
They're there.
We'll see because the fucking women are asking for higher salaries, private jets, all this other bullshit now. I guarantee you they're
Women
not
don't
profitable
support
this
their
year.
own. They don't watch their own sports.
I'm telling you, man. With the people that are coming in, dude, I think it's gonna be very close ratings wise. I really do because the NBA cherry picks games too. So that's the real test there. Is it Caitlin Clark? Sure. But then you got these other chicks that are about to come in as well, that are hot and fun and all that other shit. I think there's going to be some competition when these numbers come out this summer, and it's going to get closer. The same way that U.S. women's soccer was able to dominate men's, where no one gives a fuck about U.S. men's soccer anymore. Because I don't know what you do to change this game.
What was that deal that they signed? The TV deal?
I want to say $2 billion, I believe.
not the NBA.
The WNBA
WNBA.
lost $40 million last year.
Yeah, which is not bad.
No.
Not bad.
I
What
mean,
are
do
you talking about?
Do you know how much Live Golf has lost in the last 5
They're-
years?
God.
but they're not trying to make money.
No.
No,
You know what I mean? It's not. It's not. Those are apples
But
and
we're
fucking
talking
hand
Billy.
grenades, my friend.
We're talking
We're
5
talking-
billion.
yes.
Yeah, it's billion
Yes,
coming
yes,
out of the
yes.
wallet of a fucking dude with chest hair and a gold chain. He doesn't give a fuck.
For
about
like
any of that.
100,000 views
Over
on
the
that event
next
this weekend.
11 years, the WNBA will earn $2.2 billion, $200 million a year off of the TV deal that the NBA and WNBA jointly signed. So
you wanna-
two of the $76 billion is going to the WNBA.
Also, they have ad deals, right?
you-
You can get Angel Reese's box right now.
I'm sorry. Her what?
Yeah,
You
her
buy
box.
her box.
Her pussy?
Sort of. Sort of.
I mean, there's
She got a fleshlight? Is it an Angel Reese fleshlight?
I think it's just like a $5 box.
It is, yeah. It's a $5 million
I
box.
don't understand what you're
affordable.
saying. You fucking with me?
Yeah, no.
No, the Angel Reese box.
Yeah.
What's in it?
I think a burger.
And by the way, to spice up the
Is this like the Travis whatever the fuck?
Yeah, it's McDonald's.
Yeah, it's
Oh
McDonald's,
my
yeah.
God, dude.
To spice up the dead serious, yeah. So she's got her own box at McDonald's to spice up the NBA All-Star Game. They put a Reese cam on her so she could commentate and help out. Like,
I enjoy her voice, actually. I didn't expect her to sound like that.
yeah.
It's smooth. It's
Please
smooth.
do an impression of what you expected her to sound like.
I'm not
I
gonna,
will.
No.
Bob, I will.
I know you will. But
I know
that's,
you
that's
will.
why I'm not asking you.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not what
Hey, man.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not. But she had
Okay.
a very pleasant voice.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
a very ASMR.
What are you saying exactly?
She could do ASMR.
You surprised at her eloquence, or
No.
Oh, okay.
Just like I could go to
She
sleep to it.
speaks so well.
Yeah.
There was no blackness in it, is what I said.
It's not what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's not what I'm
I'll
saying.
I'll say it for you. It's fine. I'll say it for you.
There-
I
you-
have no
That's why I
problem.
didn't
plenty of
ask
white
you. I
women
know
that have
you'll say
terrible
anything.
voices.
That's not. There's no comedy in that.
And then
I
he
know.
is dribbling down the coats. And then
What?
that's what you thought.
I just thought
What
of.
do you thought?
I just had a brilliant idea. I should be a racism translator for
that'd be great.
for people on the left because they say a lot of racist shit, but it's not overt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let me fucking translate.
Listen,
Oh, Carville said that over
I'll
the
translate
weekend.
for fucking Delco.
you don't have to
moving forward.
translate for me, especially when it's a Jewish voice.
What? I'm
That's
sorry.
true.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what's a Jewish
There's plenty
voice?
of white people too that have awful voices.
Oh yeah.
What I'm saying is Angel Reese has a pleasant voice that I could sleep to.
Sure.
Did you pound off when you were listening to her?
Maybe a little.
All right, that's fine.
Just say that. That's me translating.
I
right
think
there.
she's hot,
See,
so
you could already
I'm
see
into
the
that.
utility.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
Just fucking next time, just tell us that you pounded off while listening to her talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
We
I
could have
ate her
saved all
box.
this.
Exactly.
None of this
Yeah,
should have happened.
I just ate her box. That was it.
But here's the odd thing that I find is for a few years it felt like college basketball was kind of lagging, where there was not really that much excitement. People were kind of losing interest. However, this season is fucking phenomenal, and more people are tuning into college basketball and giving a shit than the NBA. Why is that?
It helps when there's a super league, essentially, because when you had like old school ACC, old school Big East, I'm talking like mid 2000s, and then now you're the SC like this. You have like there's literally a top 10 matchup, top 15 matchup. It's a heavyweight fight every week.
SEC basketball is must-see TV.
If you look at the top 15 in past years, let's say 5 years ago, you're going to get a couple from here, a couple from here, a couple from here.
Right.
What are the chances of them all running into each other on a regular basis? They'll probably play each other maybe once during the year.
Yeah, there's several
But they're not going to
conference-
run into
Right.
each other every fucking week.
Right.
Right. That's
You get like
can't.
Duke, North Carolina twice a year.
And then what happens with conference versus themselves? Those records.
They're even. They're even. And,
See, this is how you grow.
By the way,
folks.
no, I got fooled by a meme, and that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Don't worry, guys. I'll get dumber.
okay.
I'm not kidding.
It's fine.
After all these years, like I'm only going to.
Oh,
get
it's not going to get
dumber.
any better.
Yeah,
for
it's not
sure.
gonna
Yeah,
get
well,
better.
I mean, you crest at some point, and then the brain just starts to turn
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
mush.
itself.
so-
Ross,
Did you know the Big Ten right now in basketball is 500?
Yeah, sure.
against each
Absolutely
other?
will be.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, the SEC, dude. I mean, that's literally like obviously we just had Alabama Auburn over the weekend, which was a stunning, incredible game. Auburn,
Fucking awesome.
I'm telling you, man, it's a like chalk pick, but Auburn's a fucking freight train.
They are.
Like
Yeah,
I just
hop on
don't.
that bandwagon.
I mean,
brother.
they're 100 points in the rankings algorithm ahead of anybody else
It's
right now.
crazy
It's the
how
biggest
good-
gap, I think, all from 1 to 15. I think it's the biggest gap is between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
which
Bruce
is
Pearl
fucking
is
crazy.
a bad man.
And this
Florida's in it too.
Florida's
I Delco and I actually agree. I've got Florida winning.
I
it all.
put money
mean,
on Florida to win the
I did
national
too.
championship because I like their team and odds compared to the rest of the field.
I don't think Duke is. I think they have one of the best players in the country, but he in crunch time, he's not that good.
he has not
He's-
been great in crunch
Duke
time. But
is
they
at
do have-
3.
but they do have several. They have 2 or 3 lottery
They have,
picks.
do.
they have 3.
So does Rutgers
Yeah.
and they're 500.
Yeah, I know
I know.
Rutgers is ass, but Duke is better coached and they're better
Yeah.
players. And all
I
that
just
stuff.
don't. I don't think Duke is going to be a player in the tournament. I honestly don't.
Oh, they are
could duke
Sweet
it up.
16.
Sweet 16 is not a
unquestionably.
player in the tournament for Duke.
Can I?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Like, would you
No.
consider that a?
No.
I don't know. I'm gonna cheer for Cooper.
Like this is
Flag,
if
though.
you
Duke
say
is Final Four or bust.
yeah, this is going to be a good year for Duke. You think Final Four?
Yes.
Yes,
At
I
least.
think they're
100%.
an absolute threat. I mean, everything depends on how like the bracket shakes out. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say like Alabama has enough of a slide to drop them to a 2 seed, and then they get put in Duke's. Like that sucks.
Yeah,
That's,
you're fucked.
That'll
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But
Duke's not hateable though. They're likable.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah,
Shire,
yeah. There's
players are
nobody's
cool.
fucking tripping people over there.
It's all
anymore.
because Coach K is gone.
well, I love
He's-
Grayson Allen.
It
but,
is.
He's the evil empire.
People looked at him as the evil empire. You're right.
I just think like when my senior year in high school, we were like by and large the best team in the state. We fucked people up
in basketball.
in baseball.
Okay, baseball.
And we got to this mid-season tournament, just completely random, and fucking lit up every team in the tournament except for in the championship game. We just had this dumpy, shitty game, and it got in our heads. And then we got to the fucking state championships and just got fucking waxed.
Yeah.
Like you could tell walking into the stadium that day, it was in their head. And I think if your best player has that shit in his head, and people are talking about it now too.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
That this guy fucking folds when the game's on the
Four-time
line.
It's
Listen,
really, it's not even
he
folding.
just
It's
falls.
like a
It's falling
weird,
down.
bizarre thing where he like just loses control of his body on one play.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the sneakers. Though.
Yeah.
Remember?
It's you know what? It's
Zion.
that
Zion's sneaker
No,
broke.
it's not the sneakers.
exploded.
It's the
Yeah.
yips, right? His brain probably moves too quickly. I've run into guys like this before, and it's one of the things that causes the yips.
He hurries.
You hurry into a situation, and then instead of allowing your body to do what it does naturally, like you always do, you start thinking about like, oh, you second guess yourself at the last second. Oh, I should step left, and your body just disintegrates.
He's also a child.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, yeah,
he's just
certainly.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
certainly.
just 18 years old.
Yeah.
And also
So it's like-
abandoned his family and is dating his teacher. So there's a lot going on. And,
well, that's
No, that's
that's heroic.
That wasn't Cooper Flag.
oh, it wasn't?
that was
Was that the guy
homeboy
before?
from the center, the fucking dude that was there for 4 years.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Okay, I
him.
thought that was all right,
Cooper
I got
Flagg's
that.
a
And
perfect
the
American.
teacher was hot, by the way.
Either way, though, like this tournament's gonna be good too because there's like 9 or 10 true heavyweights, and then a bunch of teams in the second tier that are really, really interesting.
Like seriously, either super athletic and can go at you, super good at shooting threes, right? Or like
forcing turnovers.
This is
forcing
going to be one of the
turnovers.
best March Madness
Yeah.
tournaments of all time.
I swear to God, Rob, don't bring him up.
Who?
Just don't fall for it again.
Missouri.
No, Houston. He's
I
gonna fall
love
for Houston.
Houston.
I'm not doing Houston
Love
either.
Houston.
No.
Love-
No.
Don't fall for Houston.
Don't fall
Don't
for
fall
Houston.
for Tennessee.
Houston-
No, I do not. Will not fall for
Not Tennessee, but Houston will
will.
win 2 games in the tournament. They'll
Yeah,
fucking
they will.
overpower
They'll
you.
go to-
should.
They'll go to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
But then
they're
they'll
a
blow
Final
it.
Four bust.
Yeah.
Like
Then they'll
They
blow
are,
it.
and
They
they
should
will.
be. They should be.
And by the way, it's a almost home game for them in the Final Four. It's-
By the way, they rebuffed us on Hard AF Seltzer for the NIL, and they were like, "Dude, our basketball team." And I go, "Awesome, man! Like, there's still football too, so I don't want to hear it." And they were like, "We're going to win the national championship this year."
who said that?
They're Houston.
Oh, Houston. Okay.
And I was like, "I don't think you will win the national championship."
It's just not going to happen. No.
I don't think so either.
Clemson's pretty good this year.
Cougar Cherry is my name of the
very
flavor.
good. I mean, if you look through,
ACC's so down right now.
the
Yeah, but
ACC's
Clemson
down
has
bad.
performed well against. Well, one they
beat
beat
Duke.
Duke.
That is my only concern with Duke right now is like just strength.
They
of
played
schedule.
nobody, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were playing some really good teams at the beginning of the season, but now they're just kind of in a lull.
Can I tell you who I'm rooting for? And I'm going to throw money on just because I want to root for this team during March Madness.
Who?
St. John's.
Oh yeah, Rick. We talked about Rick.
Pitino.
But it's
If
the
he's
same
able
thing.
to do it, it was St. John's. I would fucking jack
It's the
off
same
all
thing
over
though
your
with
faces.
Houston and Tennessee. They can't
They
fucking shoot.
St.
They're
John's
gonna
is
drive you nuts.
we talked about this on the college basketball show on Friday. Great candidate for a first or second round upset.
I mean,
with the way they play.
yeah, certainly.
They can't make free throws.
Yep.
You know,
That's,
they don't have
that's
much of an
bad.
offense
And
that-
Patino said something about that.
He did.
Yeah.
He makes me want to kill myself, I believe is what he said.
Yes, that was
Now
the
they're
exact words.
beating up a decent Big East. They're doing really well in
Yeah.
a decent Big East. But
But in the tournament, man, you
Just
got to
the-
make free throws. That's it. You
And,
just got to make free throws.
UConn's coming.
Are
I'm warning
they?
you right now.
Is UConn
I believe
coming?
they're unranked currently. But
They're unranked right now. They are, yes.
Duke's, they don't play anybody the rest of the year. They play Virginia, Illinois, Miami, Florida State, Wake Forest, and North Carolina. I mean, those not everyone was a chip shot there, but
UConn just got back their 5-star freshman.
Okay.
And I think the last 9 games he's played, they've won 8.
Okay. Bob, I want to ask you about Missouri.
Yeah.
We don't really see them ranked in basketball all that often, but as a fan, isn't it fun when your team is good at basketball?
Yeah, it's a blast.
It is.
College basketball is my favorite season. Like when Missouri's good, it's the best season of sports, of the major 6 sports in America.
What's that like?
Because I'm being good at basketball. Because
well, you
every
guys had
game,
Marcus Jordan. What are you talking about?
yeah, every game matters.
Never got to the tournament.
But it's not like college football where you are fucked if you lose a game.
Well, not anymore.
It's less so, but
Anymore,
which
yeah.
is what makes kind of making college football more fun. Is that your whole season isn't washed away on one loss. I mean, more than 2 losses, you're fucked in college football. But college basketball, it's just a blast. And like this year in the SEC too, especially, it's every game is a humongous game. Like
there's 4 top 10 teams with 5 losses.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but just going through this, you got Auburn at 1, Florida at 2, just strictly SEC. Alabama at 4, Tennessee at 6,
A&M.
Texas A&M at 7, and then you scroll down to Missouri at 15, Kentucky at 17, Mississippi State at 21. Ole Miss at 24. Jesus.
And I mean,
Christ.
Alabama. This is how bad it is. Like
Get
Alabama,
the Mississippi State schools out of my.
they're good enough. I mean, but Alabama gets Auburn at home, loses, and turns around, and their reward for that is a road game at Missouri in midweek. Like it doesn't fucking stop.
But here's the thing: it prepares you for the tournament, having to play a meaningful game every single week, and the SEC, I think, will dominate March Madness because
Or
of it.
it
It's
could-
every single game
Well,
is fucking
Could be
tough.
a Big Ten situation where the Big Ten always used to beat up on itself and then just shit the bed in the tournament.
I was talking about this the other day with Jake, our former softcore history host, who's a Florida alum.
Yep.
One thing we're worried about is that one reason the SEC has been pretty fun. College basketball refereeing is always dog shit, no matter the league, no matter the crew, whatever. But they've been letting a lot of stuff go in the SEC. And this happened a lot to the Big East, and it happened a lot to the Big Ten. They get to the tournament, and the whistles are a little more frequent. The calls, I mean, like the Missouri-Georgia game the other day, I was obviously glued to that the whole time. God damn, they were playing some physical defense. And it was the type of game, though, where I could see on a random, for Thursday in Boise or wherever a first round game is.
Right.
Some fucking ACC crew or Big East crew, whatever, is, blowing whistles, blowing a lot more whistles than they're used to.
The other schools in the bonus with like 16 minutes left.
Yeah. I mean,
if it's St. John's, it doesn't matter.
Right, yeah.
Anybody else, it could be a problem.
So I that is something to look out for because the SEC has been allowing some very physical defense, and it has created some very good defensive teams in the SEC. I wonder how well that'll translate when you don't have SEC crews officiating anymore. So that would be my one red flag on the SEC.
Interesting.
And Auburn's
Interesting.
Like it's not. It ain't over. They play Arkansas and Georgia the next week, or this week rather, which is
two desperate teams.
Yeah, desperate to get in. Right,
Cal's got to win.
Both of those schools need a big win.
Yep.
To cement themselves into the tournament, and then they end with 4 consecutive ranked teams to end the fucking season, 2 top 10.
Yeah.
Like good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah.
But if anyone can do it, I mean, Missouri is a really, really good team this year, and Auburn blew our fucking doors off.
Yeah.
It wasn't even fair. And they won by 9 at Alabama. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think they're the best team.
How big
very
was your
good.
blowout loss?
Like 20.
Okay. I believe there's a stat that any team that's ever lost a game in season by more than 30 did not win the national championship.
Okay. Yeah,
so
we haven't
erase all those teams.
haven't suffered that. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Florida almost did it to themselves.
Yeah. Oh, you know who did
Because
do
they
it?
blew out Tennessee, and then Tennessee almost came back and returned
But
the
Tennessee
favor.
did lose by 30, I believe.
Yeah.
So you could
Yeah.
take
So
they're
Tennessee
gone.
off board.
So they're gone.
But Florida was down 30 at one point. And they
Yeah.
got it to 20.
They fought the basketball gods on that. Yeah.
I'm looking at Houston stats, by the way. Lots of assists, you would expect. Lots of steals, you would expect.
I believe-
They're shooting 40% from 3, and as soon as the tournament starts, it's going to go down to 32, and they're going to lose.
So that's the thing with
Every
Houston,
year.
too. They are a really good, lengthy, physical defensive team. You get to the tournament, one game, there's more whistles. But Houston right now is a top 10 offense and defense in the country. Like,
Auburn's blocking 6 point. They're leading the nation in blocks.
yeah, they're great. They're good at everything. And Janai Broom is the type of the 2 Naismith front runners are Janai Broom and Cooper Flagg. But Janai Broom is I think a 4th or 5th year senior, and that's the type of dude that wins you championships. He's not going to be a lottery
In the
pick.
tournament.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree.
By the way, they're also only turning the ball over like 9 times a game,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
which is,
insane.
for college is incredibly low.
And Bruce Pearl already has a Final Four with Auburn, so
And
he's done it before.
We got some sponsors real quick, and then afterwards we're going to get to the picks here for the champion. Because now is when you want to start sprinkling money before you get closer and closer and the odds come out. Because when these brackets come out, whoever is the easier brackets, the odds get shittier for those teams.
Yeah.
It's
So we'll
like
get to that.
literally 2 seconds after the fucking ceremony, not the ceremony.
Yeah, the Sunday selection
Sunday
show.
selection
Yep.
show. All the fucking rates get fucked immediately.
Gone. So I want to ask you guys your picks here for right now. From MyBookie, obviously they're our title sponsor. We're brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. We are now out of football and into college basketball. March Madness is just around the corner here in a couple weeks. And then obviously people were betting on Daytona 500 and all that other fun stuff yesterday. Major League Baseball is also starting up. Spring training is getting going here. And you can pick all the World Series picks, everything else. The live casino is rocking right now. And you can gamble against real people. So if you're playing poker, congratulations, it's a real dealer. Blackjack, it's a real dealer. Roulette, you were at a real table spinning the fucking wheel, and it's telecast inside the casino. They just mute it on their end, so you can't scream at them. That's it. They have the best live casino on the planet. Go to mybookie.com today. Enter that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. If you're a day one homie and you've been using them for years, they'll give you a rake back there. So if you lose, they'll give you a little money back so you can sprinkle it, parlay it, do whatever to try to get back into the action. And let's face it, it's just fun, having something on in the background, a little bit of money on it. And then maybe you'll end up like Delco here and winning a few grands off of golf bets. Because those are lottery tickets, dude. The odds were 24-1 on that. So $100 paid off at $2,400 this weekend. Congratulations once again to Delco. Next up, we got firstform.com/Drinkin' Bros. I took my micro factors. All right, the bag is here. It is empty. I've already done it. I'm good to go for the day. But it's the big 6. It's all the essential vitamins you need. 30 packs, one beautiful box. Takes the guesswork out of the vitamins you need to take on a daily basis. Boom, box is right here. Got the big 6 in it. Antioxidants, CoQ10s, multivitamins, fruits and veggies, EFAs, and the probiotics. Liver detox I take every Monday. Had a stressful morning today with the kids being off from school, so I'm going to have some liver detox and enjoy just one hard AF Seltzer day. I don't typically do it on a Monday, but I am today because there was about 18 kids at my house playing basketball all day long today before I came into the office. But D'Anthony, they're not just a microfactor company, they're also a protein company.
Protein.
Yeah.
Who was it? Gary was walking around looking for food to eat this morning.
Is he still?
Yeah, well, no, he ate some. He had a cookie dough.
Good. Gary Bear, did you like it?
He's
Did you like the protein bars, the level 1 bars from First Form?
Oh, yeah, I live off of First Form.
I know you do.
He lives
I know
off
you do.
them. And they just sent a bunch of new flavors.
yeah, peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly was good.
To that here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in
we
the
got,
front.
Where the fuck are you guys hiding these?
They just
got
got here.
delivered
Okay,
today.
great.
Yeah.
Bring them in. Bring them in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're good.
Awesome.
They're good. Tasty. It's a tasty beverage.
It's truly one of the best companies on the fucking planet, man. I'm a gigantic fan of them. Protein-wise, you got the powder and D'Anthony's desk right there, Joel. If you want to pop on over there. Boom, boom. That thing rocks. It even was good raw. That strawberry we ate raw the other day on the show. Jesus Christ.
Well, what do you
it was
mean
good.
raw?
Dry scoop.
Just dry scoop, dude. It was
Yes.
great. We raw dogged
It's
it.
going to taste how it tastes.
But I'm shocked.
If you go on
Typically, that shit
The
doesn't
water,
taste that great.
Yeah.
The water, the milk is meant for it to just dissolve.
Yeah.
No, I understand that.
Although
but even
I would-
raw was great.
I would recommend getting some A1, A2, 6% milk to mix it in because it
great.
makes it quite a bit better.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, some dude was giving me a hard time saying, you actually absorb the protein better when you put it in water.
Yeah, we
Are
know
you trying to
that.
do Rob's voice
Yeah,
right
we
now?
know that, yeah.
No, just the governor.
better when you put it in the
It's like, yeah, dude, but I'm fucking a savage. so
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't give a
scoop
fuck.
that
Yeah, dude,
raw.
snort it.
Yeah, I'll
Do
fucking
lines
I'll
of that
put it up
shit.
my ass. I don't give a shit.
Same,
Fuck you.
dude. I'll do it Stevie Nicks style.
Yeah.
Blow it in my asshole.
Yeah, have a roadie blow it up your ass. They also, if you go on their website somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it is, or maybe it's in their app. They have a bunch of recipes for all the protein powders, like making all kinds of foods with it, right?
Yeah.
Pancakes to
Yep.
whatever the fuck, baked goods and
Make
such.
some muffins.
Yeah.
Make some muffins.
Very
They're
good.
awesome, dude. And the protein sticks as well are amazing. All their energy drinks, too, are going to be coming to your grocery stores very quickly around the world. Those are delicious.
They were in my fucking gas station.
Yeah, they're in
front of my
H-E-B
neighborhood
now.
today.
Boom.
They're
Yeah, hey,
H-E-B.
that is the
Every
best
H-E-B.
energy drink you will
Yeah.
ever have in your life.
You see a Valero gas station, I think, at least in Texas.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so they signed. We did a. I don't know if we did a story about it, but they signed with AB Distribution. So anywhere AB InBev exists nationwide, they're going to be in
Big
there eventually.
boy
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
So look for them everywhere and love that company all the way around. Love Andy. And I think their apparel's rad. I think I have your yellow shirt at my house.
Maybe.
The yellow First Firm shirt?
Maybe.
Yes. I believe Jesse washed it. So I'll bring it into the studio. There was a couple loose items around, and I think I grabbed it on accident. At least I'm admitting
Oh,
it
yeah.
live on
Popped
air.
it off before the Super Bowl. Should have thrown a jersey on. Yeah.
At least I'm admitting it live on air. Go to firstform.com/Drinkin Bros today. Free shipping on orders over $75, and that is First Form spelled with a 1. So it is 1STPHORM. Firstform.com/Drinkin Bros. Next up, we got drinkinbrostickets.com. You want tickets for anything across the board. Baseball, spring training, fucking concerts, monster trucks. Somebody did buy monster truck tickets the other day. Concerts, shit, man. If you want, pretty far in advance. You know who hit me up was that piece of shit Clark Pennington.
Clark Pennington.
And he goes, hey, dude, can I get tickets for Waste Management next year? And I go, the goddamn tournament just ended a week ago. So no, Clark, the tickets aren't ready for another fucking 8 months.
I thought he was going to ask for Ravens Super Bowl tickets next year.
He learned his lesson. By the way, we were with him. It's a true story. We were with him the night the
DC,
Bills
yeah.
beat the Ravens, and I laughed in his fucking face all night long.
We were also
It was
with him
great.
at the Waste Management a couple years ago.
Yes, so he
And,
wanted those tickets.
We had a magical dinner at Benihana.
Best.
Our
Best.
boy, speaking of
I
waste
actually love
management,
Clark, by the way. But
yeah, he's a
great dude.
We
like
shared
an elite
a
human being.
Shared
Very
a
good human
fishbowl
being.
together.
Yeah, all of us.
You and Clark did?
No,
Me and Clark,
all of us.
No, you and your wife did. And
That's
then
right.
Me and Clark shared a fishbowl.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So our buddy Archie Bradley had a great week at Waste Management. Didn't get his club stolen this year, which
Okay.
is a fucking that's better than last year. right?
Perfect.
And he played in the Pro-Am, and I think they did well.
All
I'm not
right. Is he a
mistaken.
good golfer?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Last but not least, hardafseltzer.com. Head on over to the store locator. We just placed our biggest order of all time, 20,000 cases, a.k.a. 40,000 12-packs. They'll go out across the nation. They are selling out everywhere. The new liquid Jolly Rancher flavors that are in every single box now have caused people to go bug fuck. It was a great thing and a bad thing because we're sold out in a lot of locations. Just know they will be restocked very soon. If you have them and you love them, you can still invest in the company. You only have until April 30th to do it at wefunder.com/hardafseltzer. That way, when you're posting it, tagging it, giving it to friends and family, wherever you are at tailgates, spring games that are coming up. Dan and I will be at the Penn State spring game this year in April. At least you own the company over there. And Pennsylvania will be opened up in, I believe, April 1st. I just got the cans to my house here right now. So boom, there's the Penn State cans. You'll see these everywhere on campus and otherwise. And a bunch of you guys have hit us up and said, hey, you're on a billboard at Penn State right now. I heard. Take a picture of it and send it to us, by the way. Our fucking sales rep caught it in the rearview mirror and couldn't pull over the car fast enough on the highway. But that's fun. So shout out to Penn State. And I think you guys will win the national championship this year. All right, let's get into the odds for college basketball here and go over the favorites. Obviously, Auburn is a runaway train. What do you do here in a case like Auburn?
Here, just go through the teams and let's just get gut reactions.
Okay.
Let's just go yay or nay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, again, Auburn is a runaway freight train.
I
They
mean,
can
you're
win,
still
yeah.
going to get some value. Everybody's plus odds in the tournament, so it's not like, Auburn's going to be minus 150 or
There's like
something like that.
5 teams that win the national championship. Auburn's one.
Yeah.
Auburn's one of them for sure. Let me pull them up as we speak here. Do you have it on yours?
I'll find it on mine real quick here.
Find it on yours real quick as I kind of scroll here. Ross looks at the internet. Ross looks at the internet.
I don't see him on MyBookie yet.
Yeah.
So I'll find it
They're
here.
there.
I see the women's.
They're there.
Okay, so Auburn's plus
There we go.
300.
There you go.
They're the favorite. Auburn's
favorite?
plus 300.
I don't need those odds, though. That's bad.
3-1.
I'll go off of this.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
My bookie, I got.
Next up is Duke at 4-1.
Nope.
Yeah, that's terrible considering they flop in the crunch time.
Okay.
Shit.
Houston at 9-1.
Hell no.
No.
Love it. Alabama 10-1.
No.
I'll take Alabama 10-1.
They aren't going to hit shots every single game. so
They're
no.
going to find. They don't.
It's,
play
it's
great.
the same thing with them in Houston every year.
Yes.
Well, no,
but
reverse. Because they
inverse, yeah,
fire
yeah.
threes.
Threes.
This one I hate. Stay away. Iowa State 16-1.
No. Nope.
They're higher than Florida?
No.
Oh, you're not-
This
they're
is
not
not
in order, okay.
I mean, I
well,
just
for some
can't-
reason, Florida's all over the place.
I just can't see Iowa State like having a banner raised in there.
I can't
no,
either.
it won't happen. Florida's 9-1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I skipped Florida.
All in.
I'll take
All in on
Florida 9-1.
9-1, yeah.
I'll take
right.
Alabama 10-1 too. 10-1 is enough for a
sprinkle
They get on a streak
for a hundo,
They get
yeah.
on a streak
Yeah.
shooting the
I
ball.
will say
well.
though, Iowa State got someone back, so to be determined.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
when
will never win in
You
anything.
think of that program and you're like, they're going to win a national championship? No.
Losers.
No.
No.
You've got to be ready to adjust quickly once the tournament starts too. Like what Bob said, if they let them play physically, just just sprinkle all the top 4 SEC teams because one of them's going to win. If they let them play physically.
I miss when
Yes.
Iowa State would just recruit like 25-year-old transfers.
It was great.
They're so old.
It was fun.
Now here's a fun one that I actually kind of like. Texas Tech 35-1. Texas Tech's currently a top 10 team. They're playing really fucking well. JT Toppin, I think is his name, is
Yeah.
one of the best players in the country.
Is that Obi's brother?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Right.
But Tech is a threat.
I mean, they got to Natty a couple years ago.
Yeah, they did.
Under Chris
They've been
Beard.
doing that. Was that with Mac?
With Mac Miller. No.
McClung.
McClung.
Mac Miller, dude.
Mac Miller died.
Kentucky 35-1.
Not a playing basketball.
I don't take Kentucky.
They're too banged up.
Yeah. Now, here's one a lot of people will probably like, but I know Dan hates. Delco. Michigan State, 45-1.
100%.
No.
Yes, I sprinkle.
Chance. They have zero chance.
Izzo can miraculously pull it out. I'd at least put him in the Final Four.
They started out way too hot. They're starting to kind of even back to what they're supposed to be. They're not good.
They're 12
They're not good.
or 12.
I'm telling you right now. They're
In the
not-
country.
They might
Okay.
be unranked by the end of the season.
They have not played many good teams. They played Illinois and it was a nail biter at home. They only won by 2.
They beat Illinois on the road this weekend.
They have
yeah.
overachieved.
Yeah, but Illinois was
massively.
ranked at the time. They're not anymore, right?
Yeah. They dropped out. I
The
think.
Big Ten isn't good as a whole. I know they got 5 teams.
They're gonna
ranked.
get 9
Yes,
bids
I
or
know.
10
They,
bids.
they're
Is
ranked.
Ohio State going to make it?
They are on the cusp.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
a bubble team. They are in right now, according to Lenardi. But
I
they're-
think Ohio State will make it.
they need to get. I think they need to stack.
They need to run, yeah.
Michigan State's ranked wins, of which there are only 2, both came against teams that are no longer ranked.
They're
Right.
not. They're frauds. They're paper tigers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I find interesting and I don't hate necessarily. Marquette at 60-1.
Do they have
how you feel about Shock in March.
They've got to
Yeah.
like when you have an elite player, you got to at least pay attention to it.
Yeah, but one guy is not going to win you a title.
Not this year.
And then I'll give you one more before I give you my pick. That
Are
I
you
like
going
to
to pick
sprinkle.
Wisconsin?
No.
Okay.
I don't hate Wisconsin, but no. This has actually been kind of a pick that a lot of like national pundits like people who play coast-to-coast college basketball. Texas A&M at 30-1.
Damn, they're at 30-1.
Yeah.
That's worth
I
sprinkling at
can't
least.
see A&M ever winning a basketball championship. I just can't picture
Yeah,
it.
well, I mean, you gotta
could.
start thinking about it because the SEC is a basketball conference
Yeah, I
now.
could
It is, but just not
I can see
A&M.
Buzz
Yeah.
getting a title.
All right,
getting a
so
ring.
now here's one that I like. Here's my super duper fucking psycho sprinkle.
Okay.
This team has a top 20 offense and defense. They don't foul a lot. They don't turn the ball over, and they turn you over pretty decently. Maryland at 55-1.
All right.
Maryland's currently a top 15 team.
Who's their coach?
I always forget his name. Kevin Willard, I think.
It is Willard.
Yeah. They have a great profile. They're the 16th best offense, 20th best defense in the country. They don't do anything terribly badly. They don't get to the line a ton, but they also don't foul a ton, so there's just not a lot of free throws.
They'll
in the
be
game.
solid. That's an Elite Eight team.
Maryland?
Yeah.
I think Maryland is going to make a run. Bracket depending, but I think Maryland is a great dark horse to make a series. They honestly might end up on the 3 line because the rest of their schedule shakes out okay.
Okay.
What about Ole Miss?
No, I
They
don't.
stink.
I don't buy
So
Ole
does
Miss.
Mississippi State.
Ole
They
Miss
stink.
is the leading. So they are leading the league in turnovers, right?
And turning people over, yeah.
No. Least amount of turnovers.
Oh, okay.
And then they're 24th in steals, but that they play good fundamental stuff, but that's not enough. I don't know anything else about the team.
Beard's a good coach, bad human, but
I don't care about how good human he is.
The two things that
Can
are,
they score in crunch time? Can they make
No.
threes and free throws?
So they make free throws okay. They're fine at free throws. Two things I don't love about them. They're one of the teams that allow the most free throw attempts
Oh
per
my
field goal
God. They
attempt.
shoot a fuckload. They shoot 25 threes a game.
Yeah, they shoot a ton of
Holy
threes.
shit, dude.
It's the NBA now.
They're not super efficient, and they don't.
They
get
only
off-
shoot 73% from free throw line. That's not great.
I don't like Ole Miss personally. I've watched them play a couple times. I'm not in love with the Mississippi schools.
it's a round of 32 team.
Yeah, I could see that being like a 12-5, or actually they might be on the 6 line. Yeah. I don't know about Ole Miss, but Maryland, I like
I
Maryland.
don't hate Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see how they draw,
Yep.
Same thing with Clemson, by the way. Clemson, like those, if they get into a 12-5, they might be able to win one of those.
Yeah.
Because they play good down low really well. They take care of the ball and shit, but they have they don't have any dynamic scores and shit. Like, it's hard. Sometimes you can win them like that, but
Yeah.
it's very infrequently.
Also, a team that has the goods, but I think have kind of wildly underachieved is Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon has.
I think they could wake up in March.
Oregon is a really fucking
I
talented.
mean, they're going to get a fucking somewhere between a 10 and a 12 probably, right?
I don't know what I don't remember what their projection was recently, but they're in the tournament for
Yeah.
sure, and they're really fucking talented.
Is there any possibility of an all SEC Final Four?
No.
I mean, there'll be enough teams in for it to be, I guess, technically possible.
Technically
but no
possible
way.
because
It's not gonna happen.
A&M won't be a 1 seed. Obviously,
There's 3 projected 1 seeds for the SEC right now.
I think it's more
But it won't stay
likely
that way.
that 0 teams from the SEC make it than all 4 teams are SEC schools.
Really?
If all 4 schools are SEC schools, that's insane.
That'd
be
just
nuts.
funny.
That's sheer domination. That's not
Be
going to happen.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the 2. I mean, Florida and Auburn are the 2 best. Yeah, although Alabama when Alabama gets hot, if Alabama doesn't have a cold game,
the problem is staying hot for 4 games.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody's been able to do it yet. Houston hasn't been able to do it. Alabama, the streaky teams over the last 5 years or so, nobody's been able to do it. Maybe they will. It'd be dope to see. It'd be dope to watch Alabama come out and just fucking drop 23s on every
they
team
rain-
they place. You know
rain
what I mean? Because
threes.
they're averaging 90 fucking points a game.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Bruce Pearl win a national championship?
I think it'd be funny.
I did too.
It'd be funny to see Alabama go into football irrelevance and then have to transition to which might be happening. They got enough money to stay relevant in football, I guess, but
Oh yeah.
if they just don't win any more natties in football, but they just start winning natties in basketball, that would be really funny.
Breaking news here. Canada just beat Finland to earn a rematch in the finals with the United
That'll be
States.
Thursday night.
Fuck yes,
Yeah.
dude.
So Thursday
Holy
night,
shit.
you have time still to go on Amazon and buy a Canadian flag and burn it in your front yard.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, so if we lose to them and it's even, we still lose the fucking
Because it's
series?
the championship game.
It's
That was the
championship
round
game.
robin before
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Damn, dude. That's unfortunate.
There's
That-
a lot on the line. All these Americans that have been talking shit the last couple of days.
We can't Oregon this situation. Canada
Kachuk's
could-
going to have to kill somebody.
Canada could pull an Ohio
how do
State.
you make it better than that game? That was a great game.
Yeah, Canada could pull an Ohio State in this one. Shit, what do you do here? What do you do?
Just fuck
You
go
take
at 'em.
Canada.
Man, but hey, here's the thing. On the flip side, if we beat Canada twice, Trudeau should resign tomorrow.
I think he did
I-
resign.
they
How is he
should.
still in
No,
office?
he's because
He
he's
set a
out in
date.
June. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Canada's going through a little bit of a USA basketball situation where their great stars are aging out a little bit and they're not haven't been totally replenished yet.
You're right. I mean, look, Sidney Crosby's still playing for them.
Crosby's old as hell.
Yeah, but Connor McDavid is not. He's 29.
Right.
True.
He's the best player in the NHL.
And I think Austin Matthews is still there.
Yeah.
And
Nathan
Is
McKinnon
Austin Matthews
scored
American,
twice
actually?
in this game. So, yeah, they beat Finland 5-3 right now, and they will play on Thursday night. That is must-see television, dude.
Oh no,
Fuck yeah.
Austin Matthews plays for the fucking Americans. Let's go.
yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Florida,
Yeah.
I think.
I think
Yeah.
it's
You confuse it because he was a Maple Leaf.
yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
They all look the same.
They all
Let's
do.
goddamn
Fucking
go.
flapping heads.
I'm in. So what do you do then? Do you start off with 3 fights at the top?
7.
Where is the championship
double
game in
plus
Boston?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you gotta
We got to win 6-0.
yeah.
It's the only way to show
I mean,
dominance.
Sweden and U.S. are playing this evening in Boston.
They already done.
I think the whole no. Sweden and USA play tonight. It's a meaningless game.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Like
So
U.S.
no
is in no matter
yes,
what.
Yes,
so
yes.
I assume there's gonna.
Is the final in Boston?
Yeah, it's in It's a TD. Yeah,
Is it really? What?
at the Garden.
Fuck.
So it's tonight's game. The whole thing was the last 4 games have all been at the
Are
Garden.
we shipping up to Boston?
I mean, God damn it, dude. Just getting drunk as shit. What are the fucking prices on drinkingbrostickets.com?
They don't even have tickets listed on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me look. What's the name of it though?
Four
I don't even know
Nations.
what we're Four Nations.
The Four Nations.
Four
final.
Nations. Yeah, but you can just look at NHL. It's the NHL tournament.
Okay.
Or All-Star tournament, basically.
Bruins
Four
fans,
Nations
too, are a
face
different
off
breed.
here. Thursday
there
night
you go.
tickets. Here we go. TD Garden. Let's look up 4 just out of curiosity here.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Oh, I just clutched my pearls. Whoa. Lowers are going for $2,500.
Fuck you.
Fucking A.
Hey, well, you know where they're not going for 2,500 is at any NBA game.
No.
Right?
No,
Courtside,
no, no,
maybe, but
no.
no lowers are going for 2,500
I mean,
at any NBA game.
This is look. I know we always talk ticket prices on this show. It's not because we own the company, but like, this is really a fucking precursor of like what everybody else cares about.
Yeah.
And right now they care about this.
They also have the added benefit. So hockey fans have the highest aggregate median income of any other sport, and it's not particularly close. I mean, it's like almost an order of
Really?
magnitude away. Yep. Think about the people that become hockey fans. There's not a lot of T-shirt hockey fans of colleges and shit, and college hockey is wildly popular amongst these people. To play it, you have to have some money.
You literally, yeah.
Yeah, you can't like
There-
just go out there and fight. It's not the Mighty Ducks where you can duct tape shit to your legs. Like you got to have the right equipment to even play it. It's $800 at minimum just to buy the shit you need to play a regular position in hockey, not goalie and all this other
A lot
stuff.
of people with a trade usually gravitate towards
Yeah,
hockey.
sure.
Yeah, like well-paid tradesmen. That's why.
Yeah.
So the lower end, it's well-paid tradesmen and people who like sports, who like to spend money, who do other stuff. So they're I guess the plebs and hockey fans are like plumbers and electricians and shit who make a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If
Also, smaller arenas than not basketball, but then baseball and football.
Sure, yeah. They're like
Yeah.
25,000.
For sure.
Like that.
But like, you guys ever sat? Oh, you have. Right against the glass.
I've been everywhere in a hockey stadium.
Same,
My
man.
preference is rows 10 to 15.
Mine is right against
Right-
the glass,
right above the glass.
beating on them shits, banging them shits,
Yeah, dude.
hearing them shits.
You can't see anything from down there. I
love it.
I love the geometry of the game. That's the thing that really excites me about hockey. I know that sounds crazy, but just seeing the puck move around. It's one of the reasons I became a huge Red Wings fan in the late '90s because it's called tape-to-tape passing, meaning the tape that's on the stick.
Yep.
Like it's just like very clean shots. It's
Wasn't a
almost like
fan.
watching soccer but on ice. You know
Wasn't
what I mean?
a fan of the late '90s Red Wings.
Oh yeah.
What's
I
that?
bet.
Same.
I bet.
They
Well, that's
swept
kind of
the
when I got.
They
that's
kept
when.
destroying the Flyers.
Yeah, I know.
They
That's
swept the
when I got into hockey, and there were two options, right, for nationally televised games:
Yeah.
Red Wings and Rangers, and fuck New York, right?
Right.
Yeah, fuck
I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, the Red
so-
Wings were always on. They fucking used to
Yeah.
give it to the Blues too.
Oh,
Were you
yeah.
ever at the '98?
They gave it to
Calder
everybody,
Cup
to be honest.
'Cause
when
for
the
me,
Philadelphia Phantoms brought down the title.
As a casual fan, I love watching hockey in person. I do not like watching on television.
I like it on TV too.
Well, I like this because there's something on it. Same with the playoffs and the Stanley Cup. So I'll always watch the playoffs and the Stanley Cup.
we'll see what happens tonight. Make sure everybody from the U.S. side gets out injury free, and then we'll talk about it on Fake News on Thursday and make our winning picks.
Well, if they get injured, they won't talk
Hell
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I know that's true.
I know.
Yeah.
You have
But if
a
somebody
lower
gets
body injury?
catastrophically injured,
If
they'll
we
have
were
to
rich
tell 'em.
as shit, though, I mean, look, to bang on the glass right now, front row tickets are $4,500 a piece.
Well, the real
There.
question.
God damn, that would
The
be
real
fun.
question isn't about banging on the glass or even what happens.
I want to bang on the
ice.
glass. I want to see fights in front of my face. I want
Are
to see
the-
blood all over my kid.
Are the people of Boston going to boo the Canadian national anthem?
Yes, fuck yes. I would go, by the way, just to boo the national anthem.
I wouldn't do that.
Why? Fuck them. Fuck their whole country,
It's
dude.
Boston, though. They're gonna.
Yeah,
boo.
it's Boston, bro.
No.
Have you ever been to a game in Boston?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I respect Boston.
So do I. So do I. It's fucking rad, dude. You booed the national anthem up there. We do it to you down here. Fuck you. I hope somebody walks out and pisses all over their flag right on the ice. Yellow ice, dude, all over that flag. Fuck them. That would be great. That place in Boston, now that we know it's in Boston,
They're
is
gonna
going to
get
go
out.
bug fuck Thursday nights. God damn.
Well, I
that's gonna
mean,
be
you
fun.
know, dudes from Southie aren't spending $2,500
Right,
to go
right.
to that game.
No.
There's no Charlestown dudes going to that
Dude,
game.
Charlestown got fucking gentrified. All right.
Is it really
Yeah.
gentrified?
Yeah.
God, that's sad. There's nobody fucking with teeth broken off at the gum line.
Well, no, that still exists, but it's like.
They're getting pushed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's
We're all
talking
getting pushed
about
out.
the poor white struggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever been to Brooklyn lately? Congratulations.
Brooklyn's been
dude.
like that for a while.
I know. You won't find one black for fucking 10 miles there. But that's a blast. Holy shit.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That's great that just came in after we talked about it live on air. Yeah, that'll be a real fucking blast. Because I miss shit like that. Like, I miss country. I guess it's probably why you wanted to go to the Ryder Cup so bad, right?
I mean,
They care.
national pride is always going to have a advantage over a meaningless All-Star game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the NHL did it right. I'm sure the ratings will be through the fucking roof here, and this will be fun to watch. Bengals, by the way, breaking news, are planning to franchise tag T. Higgins. My God, man, isn't that the second year in a row? He's going to be real fucking pissed off about that.
He's getting
dude.
paid.
He is, but like, man, if he gets injured,
He wants 3 figs.
I know
Yeah,
he
he don't
does.
want. He don't want 25 million or whatever the fuck he's getting.
okay.
I don't care about any of that.
Wait, they are saying that they do plan to sign him to a long-term deal in addition to the franchise tag. Okay, that's not bad there. That's not
You
bad
can
at all.
wait a year. Baseball is starting. The Red Sox signed Alex Bregman to a 3-year deal.
That was
Yes.
weird.
And they have Rafael Devers. who-
$120 million?
yeah.
With opt-outs every
With
year.
opt-outs every year. Fair enough for the deal, right? I mean, I don't care about that part. It's weird they signed Bregman because Devers plays third base and Bregman plays third base. I think.
Isn't
And by the
Bregman
way,
kinda
Devers is not
washed?
very good at it. He's a terrible third baseman. He's got a 944 fielding percentage for his career at third base. That is really bad. Yeah. But no, he gave an interview through his interpreter this morning that said he's not seeding third base. That's his position. Sick. So already we've got some. Maybe it's nothing, right? Who knows? I think that Bregman is more likely to play second base anyways there, frankly. Okay. We'll see how that works.
It's a waste of a glove.
Yeah, it is. Because he's better than Devers at third base. Yeah. Like not marginally either. He's way better.
Devers is a better hitter at this point.
Certainly at this point, yeah. But who fucking cares about that? The other one that's moving positions is Mike Trout is moving full-time to right field to try to stave off further injury from playing center field, which is probably a good thing.
It is. And by the way, he said, I'm with it at the press conference today. So he is in agreement there. He just wants to be on the field for a full season. Yep. So I don't mind that.
He's one of the best players we've ever seen. We just want to see him fucking
healthy and play full
seasons.
Bring our sweet boy home.
Yes.
Speaking of playing full seasons, how many seasons out of his 7 has Ronald Acuna played more than 150 games?
3.
2.
Yeah, close.
Well,
one of them was COVID.
No, one of them was COVID, and another one he got fucked by the ARB rule or the arbitration rules.
Yeah, that's right. He played 111 games. I think,
they didn't bring him up because they wanted to avoid service time.
Yep. But still, he's only played half of his eligible seasons from start to finish.
Ohtani just showed up at Dodgers spring training and is throwing bullpen. Will he be a starting pitcher this year?
They said yes.
They said yes. I think it's a mistake. I've been, since Mike Scioscia coached him in fucking Los Angeles, I've begged them just to make him the closer.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to start him.
I don't agree.
Especially not on this Dodgers team. Jesus Christ.
Enough pitchers, yeah.
Yep. They're loaded over there. Tennis question for you real quick.
Yep.
I just saw Sinner, one of the best players in tennis. He might be world number 1 right now, depending upon the week. But
Sinner is, yeah.
He is. He won the Australian Open.
Tested positive for PEDs. Didn't get the suspension that everybody thought he was, which is typically a ban on something like that for a year.
They bring down the hammer down. That tells me that he probably didn't test positive for PEDs because he appealed it. And he tested positive for something, or they fucked up the test, and the ATP, tennis in general, ATP, WTA, whatever, they're just dicks.
Well, our favorite psycho from Australia said otherwise, that they're covering up for him because they want to lose the world's number 1 player.
Tells me tennis is down bad.
Yes. That's what it seems.
Well, they are. I mean, they're out of kind of stars right now. I mean, Alcaraz.
Kyrgios is the one who said that.
Yeah, I know he did. I'm sure he did. But Kyrgios says a lot of dumb bullshit.
Kyrgios kind of stinks.
It wouldn't surprise. They fuck up tests all the time.
So if it was actual dope, it's 6 years. That's the top ban you can get in tennis. 6 fucking years.
Sharapova got
probably a year or two. Yeah. They actually just had one of my favorite women's players. Whose name I'm fucking blanking on. She's Bulgarian.
The hot one?
One of your favorites.
Yeah, she hadn't played in so long, I forgot her name.
She's hot.
She just retired because she got a ban for doping that she was fighting as well, and it ruined her career because she wasn't able to play and stuff like that.
Victoria,
so they probably don't.
Tomova?
What?
Is it Tomova?
No. What's her fucking name?
Let them dope.
Let them dope.
Pompaluva?
Let them dope, dude.
Dude, tennis is insane.
That steroids league is going forward, by the way.
Matches.
Yeah.
They should be able to dope.
Not
everybody
for women.
should be doping.
Yeah, everybody should be doping.
I'm sorry, she's Romanian. Simona Halep. That's she got her career ruined by a doping positive test. I just don't think they test very well. Sinner is. They don't want to lose a guy like Sinner for sure.
WADA.
Did Serena ever test positive?
Allegedly, no.
So they clearly never tested well enough.
Yeah.
Well, she hid in her house in a panic room one time while they were trying to get her to fucking.
It is against. I think it's against her religion to draw blood or something. So
sure.
The World Anti-Doping Agency says that they formally withdrew their appeal, saying that it accepted the athlete's explanation for the cause of the violation and the center did not intend to cheat. So food or fucking supplement.
He's taking
Although
creatine.
It had to be food because if it's supplement, they still hammer you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like in boxing too, they hammer you on supplements.
Oh, so
it happened to Canelo back in the day with
got
the
the
chicken.
Mexican beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's chicken.
Yeah.
For Canelo, right? I think.
I don't
Wasn't
remember.
Steak.
Was it chicken? I don't remember.
But yeah, Sinner, he'll still play in the French Open, so it's a meaningless suspension. Some players are pissed about it. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think he actually cheated.
Okay. I just wanted to check in. I know you follow tennis as well.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we don't do a drinking bro of the week here on the show. However, it is sports related, and I want to give a shout out to JJ Watts. I know that is super weird, but we actually have the same agent as he does at Hard AF Seltzer for sports. We were trying to sign Wisconsin. Been in talks with them back and forth. Negotiations kind of went cold for a while. And we said, hey, you got anybody who could make this final call for us? And our agent said, yeah, my friend is JJ Watt. And I go, whoa, dude, that's a crazy ask here. And he goes, dude, everything you see about him on television and all the interviews and the charities and everything else, he is a great guy, and anything to help his college or his team, he will do, and he made that call for us. What we found out was another Seltzer behind the scenes had negotiated a deal already, and they were in the final stages, and I accept that. But to even go out of your way to make that phone call for us for a couple of dudes you don't know was really fucking cool. So thank you very much to JJ Watt for that. And truly, he did it because money was going to NIL to get kids on the field and help his own university. So he loves University of Wisconsin. And look, congratulations. If somebody beat us to the punch, they beat us to the punch. It was a fair fight. And thank you so much for the call. We greatly appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate this show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For D'Anthony Holloway, Delco Dan, Hot Bob, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Monday Morning Recap. Good morning, everyone.